So some set photos were leaked from the live action Powerpuff Girls show, and it looks fine? So this has happened before. Someone posts some set pictures from some show or movie that's in development. Twitter sees it and everybody freaks out like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. What is this? And it kind of speaks to this problem that keeps happening over and over again, which is that these set pictures are not official. This was not approved by the studio, obviously. This is just someone who maybe have been around the area, some paparazzi or something, who was there taking pictures of all this stuff. And so what you're seeing here is not the finished product. This is just random, out of context set pictures. Now, the big thing here is the costumes that they see the girls wearing. And they look sort of like the costumes we've seen in the cartoon, but it looks weird seeing it in live action. Since this is a live action reboot of a kid's cartoon, certain things aren't going to translate well from the cartoon to live action, so they have to change things up. My theory is that the costumes that we're seeing in these pictures are not the official costumes. I think these are part of either some dream sequence or a flashback, where maybe they were younger or they're remembering when they were actual little girls like the Powerpuff Girls. That's my theory. I don't think these are official ones. If you look at all the costumes that they've done for CW shows like this, like Arrow, Flash, all the DC stuff, most of them are a good balance of being comic accurate, but also something new and fresh, which I feel like they're probably going to do with this. So when you're looking at set pictures like this, you just have to remember those two things. That one, it's out of context. We don't know what part of it they're filming. We don't know how this look plays into the show. And two, it's unfinished. This is not the final product. This is not what it's going to look like when we see it on our TV screens. So honestly, the big takeaway from this whole situation is don't judge a book by its cover. Don't go off of these out of context pictures. This happens with several things across the entertainment industry, movies, shows. It happens all the time. People see some random pictures taken from a set, but they don't know what's going on in the pictures. They don't know how this plays into the actual show or movie, and they just judge it based off these pictures. And I don't think that's fair to the show. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily defending this because it could be an absolute garbage fire of a show, but we don't know that yet because guess what? It's not finished. So we have to judge it based on what we see when the show actually premieres. In general, I would say I'm pretty intrigued with what's going on here. I like the casting of Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, Donald Faison as the professor. I think this is going to be insane. But again, we don't know until we see it. So take those pictures with a grain of salt. All right, that's all I have to say. Bye.